Hello, hello. Okay, I'm gonna get this started here. Boom. Okay. So I took a break yesterday because I was wanting to do some other things. So today we're gonna try to finish this out. Um, this is the work that you were off with. I'm going to try to just jump in and get some of the inside into because it needs to dry. And I have a stick here. So I have this to help kind of the roof, and then the stick to kind of help pop this open because it's going to be a little hard to paint in here. And I think I'm going to try to start with the top side. Trying to think about what would be the easiest way to get you. Maybe right this top. I think that'll make that this popped open. So we're going to use the leftover what we're using for the coping for the stone. Um, And I'm going to focus mostly on the sides because I don't really want the uh, this part to be completely covered. Like I want the edge to be covered. That's about it. So we'll try to fill in these sides. You know, hard to get on with my right hand. Smooth. I am not the official sim. Push, push, push. Hi, Ellie. Welcome in. The black for the base, put back in the base. Thanks. I wanted to try to use, since the theme is kind of clouded here, I wanted to try to use, oh, where's Ken? There's Ken. This is maybe the background, so it kind of matches. So, okay, we'll see. Originally, I wasn't going to go for the forest background, but with how things ended up, I like it. Okay, so we got all the edges on the bottom. We'll take care of this bottom shelf here. And then we'll try to do the top too while that dries. Okay. This part's gonna be kind of hard. It's like, um, I'll probably do this top half first and then try to get to the bottom. In retrospect, if I do this in the future again, I'm gonna take these panels apart and do it inside completely first. What you living in? So I'm just gonna have to paint this stick, which is fine, but hi Sunday. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Okay, now let's change everything down. Yeah. Hi Nayla. I hope you're doing well today. How are you? How are both of y'all? I have to see. I'm just left people cheating. Left yet. Cooperate. Okay. Oh, you just nothing. It's not a corner over. Okay. Maybe I will just try to keep it. Yeah. Wouldn't complete some of this with Russian. Okay. I'm gonna cover this up real quick. I'm gonna wash out my garage. Well, doing good. Little man is watching at Neighbor for Christmas with their aunties and chilling and being nice. I love my neighbor for Christmas. His aunties. Fine. So nice. Great. It's okay. Let's turn that brush. Now, there is a cutout some. Yeah. Uh, so we're gonna use the my connection is a bit spotty at the moment, so I apologize if I don't hear what you're saying. Oh, no worries. I was just curious about what you're eating. So I think for the hardwood on the bottom of the floor, we're gonna use this. So we just need to cut this to size. It's the middle of this dot. And then thickness. Doesn't quite fit. go down to this dot here.
This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Apply for Apple Card today and start earning up to 3% daily cash back on everyday purchases. And that daily cash can even grow automatically.
There we go. Skipping that. Perfect. So right before the dots here. Okay, so we got one baseboard dummy and another one of these. It should be the same size, so we're gonna go up 3. There's little dots on the back of this, which helps. Line it up. Okay, and then it's right before these dots here. Okay, so we have 2 floorboards. I don't think that's quite dry yet. It's almost there. So now we need to work on the back, and I'm kind of trying to look for. I had a piece that was cut out. Where did that? So. Oh, there it is. Now. I could probably do. I want this as the background. I just don't know if I want the bottom to be like all moss or if I want both of the backgrounds to be trees. And I think both backgrounds being trees might be kind of nice if we're being honest. But I kind of like this section. So maybe like this section up. I think that would be kind of nice. So. Oh, I don't want to take out the center of the page though, so we'll go from up here. Okay, and then this side. As long as there's enough for 2 of these, should be good. 1, 6, 2. I think that's probably good. And then we'll cut this out. Oops. I don't want to rip it. Cut. Take it. That will be the background. This is all. Oh my gosh, where did it go? I'm trying to be oven. I started on a hardcore Minecraft world last night. It was an amazing spawn, but I got sniped by a trident. Oh no. Oh, that's fun though. I'm glad you started to enjoy some of the hardcore stuff. I wanted to do a hardcore world, but I just don't want to lose anything quite yet. One of these days I will though, because it does sound fun. What kind of spawn was it? Okay, so that paint's mostly dry. Now we're gonna go into the Mod Podge. I think I should probably do the background first. So we're gonna start with that. So this again was hooked up to the access for bottom half, I believe. Let's see that.
Meet Asana, a work management platform that helps companies get more done and save more time. Teams can stay connected while they track updates and visualize timelines. Asana, a smarter way to work. Try it for free today at asana.com.
So desert badlands spawn with a huge ocean swim by jungle. Oh, that is really nice. So cactuses, tumblewood, and sand. It's like most of everything we need. Yeah. So we need to get some hodgepodge. Some mage. Let me look at that. That's good. So, perfect. We don't need to get much more. Trying to have some. So, I'm gonna do the back of this. Oh, wait, I didn't even see the fez. Should I just kind of say it will? Let's trim that shit out of it. And I'm just gonna pray it just because I don't feel like that will check my so making sure I'm not putting trees on upside down. So plug this stuff right over. Some match punch on the back of this. So let's do this view. And then we may put some on the back of this. But you know, make sure it's pretty thin because you don't really want it to be thin. We'll get here from this. There's some pink pieces about it. This way. And I'm going to take the pop system and kind of push down the sides. Make sure the bottom of this. And then lay down the top. Wash on this brush with a brush to this tree. Okay. So now that the trees are attached, we will go back in with some Mod Podge and paint over the top of it. This is how they used to make old suitcases. Mod Podge. The version with I'm sure which one too. So we got that one dropping. Now time to move on to the top. Yeah, I'm just gonna hope that this stencil works for both and I don't have to try to stencil it from the top. I'm glad that one fits. So let's go for 2 for 2. Needs to be shorter.
Now at
Use
Verizon,
this
we have some
side.
big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking.
Trim all the shit. Right there. Okay, so it falls back. I'm gonna assume that fits now, so I'm just gonna trim off this side a little bit so it fits. So I don't have to do the same thing. And this is got over there. Oh, I hope that works. Okay. Watch coverage on the back of this. And then Mod Podge onto the bottom. Oh wait, oops. I'm not doing any floorboard. Shoot. Go back. Go back. Okay, so we got that fully coated. Yeah. Grab close. That. Okay, so this let's go with that level. So Let's look at this back and I can show you what's going to go into what's happening about him. Okay. Next up is the floorboards. What's this? Push all the background. I don't know if it'll pick up, which camera metric, which can. This one you can kind of see a beautiful like. So you can see there. About is the trigger signal. But yeah, okay. Let me open this back up. And then you can start on some of the floor lines. Give me 1 second. This is maybe a little very. Should we? So this one and this, it's a bit way towards me. It's like Edison picture of this like front. People this system. I'm gonna cut this and then take a quick fix of the back. And then I'll come back to the flooring. Oops, my bad. I think I was too far away from the mic. I'm just trimming up the flooring. And then I'm gonna take like a 30-second break real quick. After I make sure this fit. Perfect. Okay, they do fit. So 30-second break, and then I'm gonna Mod Podge those. It's BRP. time to go to the flooring. So I'm going to cover the bottom of the planks, our wooden planks, our dark wood planks. They should make a Minecraft, but combine it. They should make a Minecraft, but combine it with the concept of the Paper Mario world. So, like, you have to get scissors to cut your paper for building materials. That would be so fun. Oh, I'm jumping a step. Talking, forgive me. I have to put a much of wall. But a Minecraft paper world would be fun. As I was saying before I got distracted. Okay. This one, and one bug around top. The top one. And then we're almost done with the inside, which is kind of nice. It's not as I was thinking it would. First, there's a better view of the inside there. But I'm almost done with the inside. Then I will continue working the outside because there's some light details that I kind of wanted to do on the outside of the house. So, add the glue down to the floor. And this is the cardboard floor that we made. Well, I made off stream of the Philistines. Started the idea with stream. Okay, put that there. Pop this in. So I'll push down, so we're gonna go back in more punch. We're on top. Maybe give them that like the gouge and push it down if it needs it. The stream camera just makes it look like a giant massive blackness or darkness. There's things in the box, but well, that's okay. I'll show you in the light. And then I want to do the inside lining of this too, this the black slash the three that we have. So I'm just going to brush the edges of this one down. So you're kind of laying down the edge of this so it lines in the sticking up. Yep. Okay. We're gonna give this like a minute to dry on the outskirts. So just so it's still together. Or actually, I can get to you. Make it flowers.
This movie's got great reviews. You settled in with your mom to watch together on the couch. But
I
then
guess
the
commercial is
second
it don't mind it.
starts a real juicy
So
part,
it's,
and you see things you will never
let's do
talk
this.
about. We
It's
can't
meant to suit. It's nice. Then I got me tea. I'm gonna place this in. Some other people's house. Close this. Laugh. Let's see if I can get the light to all this. You can't really see the flooring right now, but that's okay. You kind of see the background. And in a better lighting, not string lighting, you'd be able to see it. Oh, maybe it's making me think, does it need fairy lights? Do I need to have fairy lights in there? Fairy lights would be kind of nice. Maybe I do that at some point for the finishing touches. But anyways, back to the outside. It's kind of a little earrings. I guess this one's too, because it kind of needed to do with the side. I need a little bit. Okay. I need the small strands of the baby. This is brown. Actually, maybe just brown. You said you trying to add some beads, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna some brown, some green. It's going to be little. Some brown. Black. three cleaning brushes. I'm gonna mix some of the green first. I mean, it's a little bit of brown. Okay. And so I'm just going to add some hints of green on some of the rocks. Same thing with the brown. I do love that to be, you know, before I leave something that will bring when I'm dirt color. It's dark. Oh, too much dark. Too much dark. Well, let me start here. I'm just gonna kind of do similar streaking, kind of like near all the greens that I did. And also kind of fill in some of the weather spots of the wood. It was only showing. Some cool hot blisters you find. Just
Where's your playlist taking you? Down the highway? To the
So
mountains?
now I'm just gonna do
Or
a quick
just into daydream mode while you're stuck in
streak
traffic?
over kind
With
of
over
like
4,000 hotels
all the
worldwide,
route.
Best Western is there to help you make the most of your getaway, wherever that is. Because the only thing better than a great playlist is a great trip. Life's the trip. Make the most of it at Best Western. Book direct and save at bestwestern.com.
So that's, I kind of wanted to use some more of the flowers to strategically cover some of these. You're not, they're getting more hot than they're so I'm gonna plug in again. Plug in again. I guess I can use the on them too. Will it actually get in there? Not really. It doesn't really make it any better. Oh well. I'll have to post photos in Discord. Okay, so let me think. That's good. That's good. We're. I just wanted to cover up some of the little screw parts that I had with two leaves. Oh, maybe I could do some side stuff. So let's do this here. Put this here. And this line right here. And this will be used to cover up the side hinges that are kind of hiding it out there. I swear I had. I kind of just want to make a mushroom of some sort. Like a small, maybe like a small oyster mushroom is what I was thinking of. Maybe like off of the wall, or maybe a larger one. I don't know. If the center yeah, like a oyster mushroom was like straight over here. So, oops, I think it's gonna hurt to see. It's not. Oh, I can look there. But like a mushroom on this thing. So, because there's green here, lines of people just. You can only do that. Let's do it. Hot, blue, heating, so. You know, so I can play to list. So let's put you in beside me. So,
Choose to follow your instincts. Every Mazda is designed to feel like it was made just for you.
I wake up.
yeah, I think I want a mushroom on this side. Now, I think the back half would be better. I think like right here. So let's grab a little bit of clay. Shoot. So this is side for 2 weeks. Don't need too much clay. A small ball. The ball will be good. Okay. So I think I am feeling a oyster mushroom. So I'm going to separate this into a couple other little balls of clay. And then starting with this one, I'm going to flatten it with my fingers. And then kind of roll it into thirds like that. And then set that aside. And then go to the next ball. And then we're going to attach it to this. with already what you've done, kind of like wrap it the same way. So I don't know if it has like a note. And then you're gonna try to open up some of those folders that you had in there. That. And then we're gonna add some petal. Okay. So we do one. Okay, well maybe it'll take more play. It's been a while since I've made some small ones like Bliss, so don't know where that bug came from, but be gone. Not gearing up to this. There you go. Okay. Last one. We got like it there. And then we're gonna fold this out. So there's some work with. And then I can kind of paint it. It's kind of hard to see, but once I paint it, the colors and add some of the scoring on the bottom for some of the gills, you kind of be able to see it, but until then, it's going to be thin. Just need to bend down some of them to make them look more. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm supposed to be on a side. And normally I would not attach dry clay to a color, but I think we'll be able to see how small this attachment is.
With Asana,
Maybe I
AI
will.
teammates can pull real-time data and help keep work on track, so every team can work smarter and
This
faster.
brick here.
Asana, the #1 AI work management platform.
Take off some of this
Try it for free
material.
today at asana.com.
Remove some wet clay real quick. Okay. Yeah, we're going to score this side. And this side. Gonna swoosh you in there. Cut off this excess at the bottom. And then you're gonna start moving the clay around. Grab a little popsicle stick. I want to make sure that where it's connected kind of comes into a like tapered end, because oyster mushrooms don't really have like a true stem. They kind of like it like attaches to a tree And the stem that it is attached to is kind of not visible, unless you're like real close to it all. So I'm just trying to get the most realistic. Like, it grew on here, and then I'm going to take mm, I have a knife, so I'm going to score the bottom of this mushroom out to kind of represent the gills. So this two mushrooms got these little gills on the bottom like this. I'm going to push that down and try to go on the bottom of this one. Push that down and go on this one. And push that down. Push that down. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to do is grab 2 of the popsicle sticks and kind of flatten them a little bit more. To kind of get that like super thin organic look. I'm just taking the 2 popsicle sticks and smushing the edges of like where I had already
Are you
kind
looking
of
for a one-stop grocery shopping
petaled out
experience with bargains you won't believe? Then stop by your neighborhood grocery
the
outlet.
mushrooms.
You'll find amazing deals on the name brands you love, with savings up to 40 to 70% versus traditional grocery stores. And don't forget, we also have all the essentials like dairy, meat, and produce. So shop us first, shop us often. Great deals add up to monthly savings, only at your local grocery outlet.
And then I like to, when it looks too like perfect, what I like to do is kind of like raise up one side. So it kind of gives it like a little bit more of a look. And then for the scoring part, I mostly just want to make sure that the bottom is the most visible gills. And then once this is dry, we can start painting it. And then that'll be good. I'll also probably put a layer of Mod Podge on the outside of it to make sure it's sturdy enough, because things like this can be a little bit fragile in a sense. The other thing too that I like to do is kind of make each mushroom pad kind of like its own shape in a sense. Like they're not gonna be all growing perfectly on each other, so I like to kind of mess with that. So yeah, so yeah, from the top it looks like that. From the side, and then from that, you won't really notice much of it, but it'll be a nice little pop of like a light blue kind of color. Let's let that dry. Um, um, um. Check the inside, right? So the inside is almost dry. It's mostly the decoupage that's drying out in the bottom shelf. So we could do so we need to figure out what we need to do next. So that dries. I'm not sure. My pickles beef bells. Do you not like how this does this thing? Just do this now. Could be. Oh, perfect. Yeah, you look beautiful. It needs to dry outside, or all those mushrooms are going to be like just like laying straight down because of the weight. So, okay, we'll let that dry. And the bottoms need to be white, and then the tops need to be like this, like light bluish. Should I paint the back? I was gonna keep those all that color though. Maybe painting it would be. Yeah, I mean, no one's ever gonna look out. I think it'll be fun. You're like getting pretty close to being done now. It's mostly this inside that's dry. So let me try to open it. Get more air in there. It could probably the edges over here unless that dry. This inside line on. It's so close. That's so close. I just want to put all the figures in there and call it good. But we're almost done. I won't rush. You won't rush it. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that this inside kind of matched what was going on in here. So we're just gonna paint this inside barrier. Oh, sorry, I forgot how hot glue was over there. Burned myself so much with that thing. Top part.
Gucci guilty, boom.
And parfum.
Paint on a rock. Paint on a rock. I'm painting the inside trim of the house right now, so the parts that like close in on each other, that closing part, just kind of painting it the same color as the inside, so it all matches. And then waiting for that to dry. Waiting for the mushroom to dry. Just waiting for stuff to dry, really. And then let's see the top floor. The top floor is almost done. So when the sides dry in like 4 minutes or so, I can put some figurines in here. Of course, uh, yeah. But we can get pretty close to being done. Let me rinse off the brushing. Eventually, in the future, I would love to try to make the game through, but like make all the board game rooms like a miniature and make them all independently. So I think that would be fun. I just don't have the space for it like that. But one a really fun project to work. So close. I got so fun.
With Squarespace, you can do more than
I
just
need to
build
think
a
about
website. You
what's
can build a business.
after this. I might
Event
take a day
planners
or
and
two
interior
and figure
designers
out
draft and send proposals.
what to stream next. I'm thinking maybe a game, but I need to figure out a background video game where it's going to be, yeah, no camera stream, no face camera stream. I don't know yet. Oh, watching paint dry is so painful. Um, so I don't even know what game I would get back into first. I've been playing a lot of Roblox, so much Roblox. But it's like I play like 6 or 7 different Roblox games, and sometimes I'll play like 3 different games at the same time because I just need to keep my brain busy. So I need to find a game that is interactive. Fighting games are fun, but I burn out all the easily. Disney would be the Disney Dream would be a good list if I could do because there's a lot to do. And I haven't checked out the second island yet. We're like building the second island, so I don't know what that looks like yet. I could revisit older streams, or I could just do a makeup stream, but I don't know. It's hard without like with the dust set out. Or I'll do another arts and crafts project. Anyway, could be an arts project. I just need to think about it. I've been really trying to do craft projects that kind of condense the stuff that I have. So like these little figurines were just sitting on a shelf, and so having little boxes to put all these figurines in was if I did another craft project, it could be. I wish I could sew it in there, but I don't have a sewing machine. Or the space for the rotary tools to cut. Let me go to the BRB screen for like 30 seconds while this finishes up drawing because it's literally almost there. So if I start it in like a minute or so, it'll be better. Maybe I'll find a game with Ellie and I'll stream it. She'll stream the games and I'll just join her. But I'm gonna take a quick break and then I will start putting some Stitch figures I think in here because everything is dry enough. I know I should probably let it wait a little bit, but why not? Yeah, it should probably be good. And then we could probably finish up and then continue chatting. So, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna be right back, and so yeah, see you soon. Okay, okay. And grab some of the Stitch figurines. So I think most of them are foolish. Some of them are. But maybe if we did it like the sitting down one instead of here. Not too many down there. Your truck's fine. And then one and then a little kick pan. And this one I wanted to put on the outside. Like a just shut it. This guy sits on the little bench real quick. And his ears clip around the ledge. This is the only one I kind of find unique. And then like down the front. It's like the inside. That's just there's more with alcohol. Let me grab a dry towel. Dry. I'm sure we're popping out because rest of them. Squeaky, you know, it's such a so loud. Okay. We still have mushrooms that are drying. Just vegetable. It's not kind of weird. But yeah. So, this is you kind of see the lighting is stream lighting, so like hang on, let me turn on full lights and you'll probably be able to see a little bit better now. But yeah, it looks so cute and I love that. Okay. I think I'll probably touch up some of the roof. Just because some of the glue is visible, but I think I just need to fluff up some of the roof stuff. Some of the roof stuff.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, it's his job to keep the power on. That's why he chooses Granger for professional grade products and next day delivery, so he can rise to
And
every
then I'll
challenge.
finish out the stream by
Call,
cleaning
click,
my
or
shit
just
because
stop
I think
by.
it's the
Granger,
last
for
thing.
the ones who get it done.
Well, no, one of the cities will. There's the outside statue. budget up. Um, Oops. Makes all smush mushroom. Mushroom. Just put it back up there. No, that's yay. That's so cool. He looks a few. So let me finish out this mushroom. Get the stitch on there, and I think that's gonna be good. We'll be able to call stream. Oh no, all the stitches inside just kind of like flop. So let me remove them. Now that I know they fit. Okay. And I think this little mushroom, as it's still flat, I think I'll probably do a layer of Mod Podge first. Mostly because it'll put it stick onto it and if this to be out of the way, so just go up there for now. Cool things. Because we're gonna paint this from the bottom. Now I'm going to legit white paint. And start painting this white on the bottom part mostly. Push that down. Get under this one. It's a little easier when this is wet too. And it's okay if you get on the top because we'll have to go back to paint the tops separately. So your goal is to get the bottom completely coated in the white. Okay, so we got all that. Spots at the bottom that I missed. Yeah, I'm going with this knife here and kind of carve out some of this detail because it looks a little sloppy inside over here. Yeah. Let me grab some blue. Maybe like the smallest amount of blue, so just like a little dollop. So we're gonna mix this white with this blue. So go to sky blue. So we're gonna go a little bit gray. There we go. The blue oyster's blue is kind of like a silver blue, like a more grayish hue of the blue. Yeah, that's good. So we're gonna lift this up. And I'm mostly focusing on the edges. See how that needs to dry. Actually dry. Just do some nice touch-ups on the side too. Some smooth on your ears. anymore. Just got light to this. More water. See, it's not very dry right now, but that's okay. You can kind of see the layers there, but and from a distance, it look exactly like images. To ever focused on that, but I think that might be the house overall, so I can probably let this dry completely, get the figurines in on it, and then get the photo taken. But hooray! I like the background. I think the only thing I might add in the future too is maybe actual fairy lights on the inside. Um, Originally my goal was to have a stitch back here, but it's too dark and you won't be able to see them. But you can still probably put something in here, or maybe that's where I put the lights. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably set this aside to let it dry. And then later on tonight, I will fill it up with some figurines and take a photo for the Discord and get that out there, and then maybe I can try to make a video with all of the crafting content that we did. Because I think I only filmed this when I was on campus, so I think I'll be able to make a video of it all. Um, this was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun building this, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while since I've done a miniature of any sort. I think the last time I did a miniature was like a little vase that I made out of a glass bottle. So this was challenging to say the least, but I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. I think I will probably make more of some similar types of stuff like this in the future. I just don't know what exactly or how big. I really tried to keep it modest this time around because I know when I first start a project, I always try to do the grandest of grand, and it can sometimes be a little. So I won't do anything too grand quite yet, but this was a good practice round to kind of get me a little more familiarized with the room. So, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, there were some days that I would get on stream and like, I have no clue what I'm gonna do with this, but I having none of it really gave us a headache. It was more fun. This stuff. Yay. So headache. So yeah, I think what's it called? The next stream that I do, I still need to think about it. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it's gonna be. As much as I want to play games, I guess like 3 hours of gaming isn't that bad too. I need to remember that I'm not doing the 8 hour streams I used to do. So I don't really need to find like an 8 hour block as much as I need to just find like a few hour block. Eventually I'll be back into the long streaming again, but I don't have the right stuff for that. I have a stuffy wall that I'm making. I could probably find another cheap pair of heels or some sort of like outfit and maybe craft an outfit. I do really like crafting outfits, and it is probably fun. So maybe I'll think more on that. Maybe I can, I don't know. I wouldn't say as good as crafting fashionable stuff as I am cottagecore gamey stuff, but I wouldn't mind giving it a go. Straying away from like the sewing because I don't have any of the sewing stuff, but I prefer to kind of make garments out of the less traditional items. But yeah. So if you've joined me for this small crafting series, thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me every day Sunday. I appreciate you as well. And everyone else who has stopped by to say hello and show their support. I really appreciate it. I will talk to you all in the Discord and try to figure out some more stuff. Eventually, I'll try to update my stream too, to like the panels and stuff like that. But that's going to be a slow progress because I am not tech savvy by no means. So, but other than that, I think we'll probably call the stream there while everything tries and finishes it up. And I hope you all have a great night. And a good day. It's still in the middle of the day. It's really nice up here in Washington, so maybe we can get outside a little bit. But yeah, I hope you have a great time, and I will see you next time. Bye.